represents the future if the hybrid powertrain is to be taken seriously.
Well, there was no doubt in our viewers' mind who was the winner, the Ford Fusion.
We picked the Ford Fusion as well, and primarily because it has the ability to be driven all the way up to 75 kilometers an hour on electric power alone. No fossil fuel required.
And you know, we all want a clean environment. But at this year's Detroit Auto Show, there wasn't one manufacturer who did not have some form of hybrid technology. The bottom line is, though, nobody's buying them.
No, and until the Enviro weenies start putting their cash where their mouth is, things aren't going to change. It's not as though the hybrid powertrain is a newfangled thing. It's not. It's proven and it's getting better every day.
And you know, the real litmus test might be the Chevy Volt now in production. Without a doubt, the ideal electric powertrain, no range anxiety. If that doesn't succeed, I don't know what's next. Wait a minute, I do. Because we're heading to the Quaker State Garage to join Bill Gardner. And this is the time of year we like him to put down the wrench and give us a rant about the good, the bad, and the ugly in the automotive universe. Here's Bill.
Hey, Brad, if I was going to rant about anything, it would be about the fact that there isn't more of what you're looking at right here at the Subaru booth at the Canadian International Auto Show, and that's cutaways. I love the cutaways. So when I go to a car show or any kind of an equipment show, I'm always there with the rest of the gearheads looking at all this cutaway stuff. Now, over to my left here, Subaru's got a great cutaway of an entire chassis. They've cut the car stem to stern right down the middle, separated the two halves, and they've highlighted one side, 3 different zones of the car, one for pedestrian protection, one for passive safety, and one area of the car where they've highlighted components that add to torsional rigidity and stability in the car that enhance the car's handling and performance on the road. So when you see the car all cut away like that, and then you look in between the two halves of the car, they've got a powertrain cut away as well with the body stripped off. You can look at the chassis, you can look at the powertrain, see how the two are married together eventually and how each is configured to suit each other when the car is finally assembled. You get a look at a side of the vehicle you would just never otherwise see. And then when you come over here and you see these cutaway engines, this one is their 3.6 liter horizontally opposed or boxer type engine. Subaru uses the horizontally opposed engine in all their cars. This is a perspective of the engine that even I as a mechanic am never going to see. I mean, we strip these engines apart when we're doing things like head gasket jobs and engine rebuilding, but we never see the whole works assembled and in motion like this where we can see into everything, and that's a perspective you only get with the cutaways. Just to give you an example, when you look here at the proximity of the piston to the valves and you see how close they come to colliding under normal operation, all of a sudden you see the importance of synchronization of the camshaft and the crankshaft, thereby the timing chain or timing belt, keeping all that in sync so they don't collide. And anybody that's had a timing belt engine that's blown the timing belt and bent their valves knows all about the importance of that clearance. But you know what? When I come to a show like this and I stand around these cutaway engines, I look around, what do I see? Other guys with grease and dirt under their fingernails. The mechanics are definitely there checking it out. It's a great perspective, and it's the first place you're going to see me at the car show. Till next week, I'm Bill Gardner for Motoring 2010.
I know Bill was disappointed this year that there was no truck category, but there really wasn't anything too new on the light-duty side of the business. Let's keep things rolling as we take a look at the best new crossover or SUV costing between $40,000 and $60,000.